My husband just put on the Nirvana Unplugged album, and I was in the middle of doing some transmutation work, just taking in a lot of the inner pain, the energetic pain, and bringing it into my heart. And I couldn't even finish because I was just started basically humming and had the songs playing in my head, overhearing him play the music. And so I stopped and I just listened to the music with him, and we got to talking. And the music just strikes so hard. What I love is that there's just such a purity in what Kurt Cobain sings. And what I'm left with is that we are at our essence so pure and so innocent, despite how big of a loser we feel, how dumb we think we are, how disgusting we think, ourselves to be at our core. Deep, deep down, we feel so awful, like we did something so horrendous to be separate of God. We feel tortured, and we think that's who we are. We perceive ourselves to be, less, and we do all sorts of things to try to mask the fact that we feel vulnerable and unsafe. Most people are so easily triggered and offended because it's protecting the fact that there's such weakness, such vulnerability, such wounding. The ego feels constantly in defense. And all of this is because we believe that we were a human, separate of God. And as we go on this path of bliss to find true nirvana, we learn to accept that darkness, that sadness, the depression, the weakness that we perceive ourselves to be, the ego. We can just love it. We can look at it and just have so much compassion, so much grace. I can listen to Kurt Cobain and there's just such beauty. I mean, I just marvel at just the transparency and the authenticity in his words, because we all relate. He's speaking for the roots and depths of our ego, and it's just eloquent and it's a masterpiece. It's why we love it so much. It's why they were just one of the most phenomenal bands of the 90s, is because they spotlighted what we all feel. We all wanted to be able to come as we are, and we can. We all feel like we're, just this giant loser at the essence, separate of God. And it's when we accept that and also understand that's not who we really are, that we find bliss. We find peace. We're the light. We're the allness. We're what's behind it all. There's nothing to be ashamed of. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's nothing that can torture us anymore when we realize we are the eternal being behind this character that we thought was so small and so disgusting and so fallible and so insecure. But it's in accepting all of it that we're made free. In truth, all is well. Everything is perfect. All in all is who we are.